Drunk Rasslin Lounge. I'm your host, J.M. McCaffrey, and I'm joined, as always, with the designated podcaster, your man, my man, Go Jonesy. Jonesy, how you been?
Been great, man.
Man, we're getting closer.
I know.
It's coming.
We got
It's on the horizon.
We got 2 Nitros, and then we got Bash at the Beach.
2 Nitros, the Bash at the
And
Beach.
then we're done with this run, though. That's kind of sad. We'll have to find another run.
There's plenty more.
There are.
There's plenty more.
This is a big one, but there's plenty more.
You know, I've looked at it. Sometimes I look at it, and the Attitude Era feels like it was wrestling for me, you know, and it just feels like it went on and on and on and was this foundation. Really, it was about 4 years.
Yeah, but in that 4 years,
Yeah,
we watched every Raw, Nitro,
Yep.
Thunder, and
Yeah,
SmackDown, and then 2 pay-per-views a month. And
Yeah.
sometimes we'd find some ECW to watch
Yep.
too. Like,
Yep.
it was a part of our lives for that
sure.
amount of time. So
But that was also 4 years of all those shows, 2 shows specifically. So like really, we've got like 8 years of wrestling before we're struggling for content on the Drunk Wrestling podcast.
oh, for sure.
And then we got to move into like the early aughts and
Yeah. Or we can go watch some Smoky Mountain Wrestling or something.
oh, I'm in.
WCCW.
we need to do some of that anyway.
Let's just do Brody and Brody and Abdullah matches.
There's some Smoky Mountain on the network, isn't there?
I hope so. I want to go watch all that old New Jack stuff. Him inciting riots and shit.
Didn't you get mad at me for liking New Jack last time?
I don't know.
A couple times ago, something like that.
It's hard to
Guys,
remember.
we're watching Nitro. Hopefully you'll jump in and join us for the watch along. We are on the network.
June 24th?
That sounds right.
Let me double check.
Double check. You're supposed to know this,
I
Jonesy.
probably should have checked. June 24th,
June
1996.
24th, 1996, WCW Monday Nitro. We have it.
I'm going to cue it up just
We have
one
it
second.
queued up.
I had to double check the date. Sorry. Right.
We are queued up at 0000, and we are going to start in 3, 2, and play.
Here we go.
Is
Is Vader still on here? Do I ask that every time?
No, Vader's not on here. I don't think Vader was ever on here.
He was. Remember the first couple we watched that he'd
No.
already left?
No, yeah. I remember you talking about it.
Here we go. So we're
Monday Nitro.
welcome everyone. We're 2 weeks out of Great American Bash here. Ooh, Charlotte, Flair Country, man.
Charlotte, North Kakalaki.
North Kakalaki.
I feel like we're already seeing the crowds growing.
Yeah.
Now, as we just noted, we're in Charlotte, Flair Country, NWA Country, Crockett Country.
Well,
so this is one of their big.
WCW had a big foothold in all
Yeah.
the Crockett promotions.
Yep. So that's
area.
so that probably helps. But the first few Nitros we started out at were kind of sparse. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
And there you'd see a lot of empty space and a lot of empty area. So
Yep.
we're already seeing the growth. We're already seeing the impact of the NWO.
Yeah. And you wouldn't think it would be that quick, but this was such a big deal, and wrestling was getting huge at this time.
Yeah.
A lot of it for this reason, but a lot of other stuff had been going on that was making it big. And this is the same year we had Austin 316 starts blowing up this same month of that year. It's when he does the King of the Ring.
I thought
96. We're in 96.
Is this 96? Okay, all right.
Yep.
You're right.
But June of 96 is when he cut that promo, and he was off to the races. Couple of injuries held him back a little bit, but he was off to the races.
Man, I don't know if it did though.
Well,
can you imagine?
No, but
like I think.
I mean, he was on a rocket ship trajectory, and he just kind of got more into a slingshot. So last week
of the Great American Bash, I think Austin, man. I think some of the what am I trying to say? there's not a. I think a big part of the reason Austin was so successful, I think it was good for him that he had those injuries and wasn't having matches.
Yeah.
You know, because they had to do other stuff with him.
Yeah.
And so not only was he this, you know, wild character doing all kinds of different things, he was doing all kinds of different things. You know, like that's powerbomb on Bischoff.
Big Nash powerbomb.
Am I WCW and WCW here? Talking about something else entirely while
yeah.
while Eric Bischoff's getting powerbombed.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like, but Austin, he was doing this.
Have I talked before about how I want to start wearing all denim outfits like Scott Hall? If not, I want to make that very clear right now.
I think you've mentioned it, but I have yet to see you take the action.
Canadian tuxedo.
What's up with Nash's shirt? Did he just stop and pick that up at Kmart on the way in? That just looks like
years later. That's the shirt he'd wear in The Punisher as the villain.
These guys look like they just. I don't know, man. They don't look like professional wrestlers that have been making a lot of money for a lot of years.
I don't know. Like, did the wardrobe people here wear all denim?
I think probably Scott Hall thought that was super cool. I'm gonna get this denim vest.
Yeah.
Come out with no shirt, jeans. It's not cool. It's not cool, Scott Hall.
This is not the Family Guy podcast, but you remember when he grew that mustache and he was just standing in the kitchen wearing jeans, a jean shirt, and a jean jacket? Anyway, here we are. We're all wearing the Sting face paint. We're ready for the invasion.
This is the team.
Those outsiders are going to come in. They're going to have to go through us. And Sting and Luger, World Tag Team Champions here. Which, man, they had a dearth of talent at the time.
Yeah.
It's crazy that those two guys were a tag team that they
champs.
went back to a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Like, especially thinking about all the tag teams they had.
Yeah. Well, and they were real friends. You know, they were friends in real life. This is Sting. I know Sting's getting ready to do the Crow thing, but I always hated this Sting with brown hair.
Mm-hmm.
It just... I don't know. Something about it just doesn't quite.
No. Well, I remember, because I didn't watch a lot of WCW before this time, and I was like, that's Sting?
Yeah.
What happened to his hair?
Right.
You mean he didn't have, a natural blonde mohawk? Oof. You don't slap a man wearing a jean vest.
Cops right on it.
Yep. And head of security... whatever his name is.
Doug Dillinger.
Forget that all the time.
Well, I think we go back and forth. Who remembers and forgets. So, we talked, even though they did the big deal at Bash at the Beach.
Great American Bash.
They did the big deal with Great American Bash, powerbomb through the table. But then the NWO wasn't on that Monday at all.
No.
And the NWO, the outside, Hall and Nash,
mm-hmm.
They're not the NWO yet, Hall and Nash. But this is the first time where we really see them automatically going all in,
Yeah.
Like they've closed a couple shows with Hall and Nash stuff, and but this is we're here. And you can tell okay, this is a big deal now. Let's open. We're gonna show this footage. We're gonna show the team. Calling them out. We're going to show Sting talking about them.
And these three tag teams are getting ready to face each other, and they're talking now about how, we got to have solidarity for WCW. Except for Booker, he's in there telling them, we're taking these championships, sucker.
Look how big Stevie Ray's back is. You can't even see Luger around Stevie Ray.
I know. He's got a burn on his shoulder. What the hell happened? Poor guy.
If you got to ask, dude.
Don't shove Rick Steiner if you know what's good for you.
That was a real interesting, dude. That was such a poorly shot.
Yeah.
Let's
put two of the largest humans in this room in front of the camera. Yeah.
Can't see anything. Can't see when the action kind of starts at the end.
Right. Oh, Jeeves, Regal.
The Blue Bloods.
Gentlemen, I don't remember.
Squire Dave Taylor.
Bobby
and Bobby Eaton. Yeah. Why is Bobby Eaton with the Blue Bloods?
He's very British. He's not. He's not Southern.
He's definitely
British.
not. He is definitely not. Why is blue blood a thing? Like why?
I don't know.
Because they don't bleed red. They don't have to do any work, so they don't bleed red.
I guess.
I never understood that.
Like blue blood, blue chipper. Is that the same
I don't think so.
epistemology or whatever that means?
I don't think so at all.
Sorry for saying that word. There's Nick Patrick.
Did you apologize for saying epistemology?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not even sure that's the right word, so I wanted to apologize.
All
It's not a
right.
word to use on a drunk wrestling podcast. Come on, get it together.
Who we got? Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
With Regal? Dude,
With Regal and Squire Dave Taylor, dude.
this is going to be great.
Public Enemy. Public Enemy on their way to the ring.
We got to see them a couple weeks ago with the
Dude.
Nasty Boys, and it was a train wreck.
It was a train wreck.
Absolute
I can't imagine this match is going to be any
Tire
better.
fire. No. Well, I mean, they might get punched in the face more. I'm not sure if that's possible because
Man.
I'm certain Jerry Sags did not pull one punch in that match.
Not a single one. It's weird, man. You know, it's always weird watching Nasty Boys matches because you start to see and appreciate how Knobs is like the worker of that team.
Yeah, yeah. and Jerry
that's
Sags
just
just
weird.
beats people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a story about him getting in a carjacking, and legit
Sags.
just whipping some dudes
Yeah.
before getting mugged fully. I think it happened Peoria, north of here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I've never heard that story.
Yeah, I guess he was hurt from it though, fairly badly.
Yeah.
But he, I guess he whipped some asses first.
Well, he's old school. He's old school, man.
Yeah,
He's a nasty boy.
it's kind of their deal.
Why do they have a dog collar chain?
I always find it
Is
funny.
this a dog collar match?
No,
Do they want it to be?
probably.
Because
Oh, okay, we'll put it down. Nick Patrick told you to put it down. You better put it goddamn down. Tell him, Bobby Eaton. Why isn't Bobby Eaton wrestling?
I don't know.
Could he not go
He's probably
anymore, or-
probably injured at this point. Did he? I don't remember him wrestling after this.
I don't either. Until a couple weeks ago, and you pointed out that it was Bobby Eaton. I didn't
Yeah.
even recognize him. Oh,
Dance off.
good job,
Dance off.
Regal. Oh man, he's awesome. He's so
Dude,
fun to watch.
Is this before? This is before Public Enemy goes to WWE, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're there after this.
Because they
Okay.
went when Bradshaw and Ron Simmons were together. Because that's
right.
pretty infamous. So,
Yeah.
but I don't think they were there long. I don't
Well-
think they lasted long in the WWE, WWF.
No, they were there. They were there for 2 nights, 2 weeks, something like
Yeah.
that, right? When that match with Bradshaw was
Yeah.
with the Acolytes.
They beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, that was like their second week there or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. But Armringer by Rocco Rock, it's nice. It's pretty good.
Hip toss.
Interesting. Interesting strategy to do a standing switch. Oh, a drop kick.
Drop kick.
I didn't know that was coming.
I didn't know. You know,
Underneath that hockey jersey and those basketball shorts, he can hop.
he can wrestle. No, he can drop kick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hear.
Even I threw a drop kick once.
Even you threw a drop kick once. wasn't pretty, but it
Squire
was,
Dave
it
Taylor.
happened.
God. Who's I think a little bit bigger than Regal. It probably hits as hard.
He's a little taller. I mean, he's Dave Taylor's one of those old. You know, he's another one of the old British guys that you know.
Oh my!
Awesome.
Well, no,
He can,
you got
He
him.
can drop kick. He can't take a.
Yeah, he can't take a schoolboy. You mean schoolboy me into the corner? That doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense, but whatever.
I'm gonna
Here we
schoolboy
go.
you. Okay, so I turned for that one, right?
Oh,
you
Beal
did not.
me. What's Beal mean?
That drop kick again? Okay.
Sweet. You know, and the crowd's probably fired up about Public Enemy, but man, I never gave a shit about them.
I never did, man. I mean, they're getting a little reaction. You can see some people bouncing and weaving with them, but I don't think, man.
They hadn't been around. They hadn't been around WCW a long time at this point. Like they had left ECW. They were one of the first ones.
Yeah. That
left ECW. I guess Benoit and Eddie and Dean.
Well, but those guys were never mainstays. That know what I mean. Those guys came through ECW on their way to WCW.
Yeah.
Public Enemy was
made in ECW.
Right. Seeing some Rasslin.
And it's funny. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, there's a butt bump by Rocco Rock.
Oh.
Just step out of the way. Oh, what is Regal getting down? Dude.
Not the stiffest of stomps. I expected to see worse. So
far, they had a botch, but as well as I do, botches happen. You don't just turn a match to shit.
Especially your first time with the guy,
right?
You're just feeling him out. And Regal and Dave Taylor do not work the most regular style in the world either.
For real.
But they're both good enough and know enough that they, shouldn't expect others to. But I'm sure they talked backstage, and Rocco Rock was like, "Yeah, I can
take a schoolboy."
Yeah.
Little did they know. He's a liar.
Yeah.
You're a liar, sir.
Couldn't figure it out. That's a good tag team. I always liked Regal as a singles. Like he was always a mainstay with like the television championship and the U.S. championship.
Did you see that?
Yes.
I guess he
you can't
punched him while he still had the hold of his the Irish whip.
Oh.
And Regal punched him in the face. Looked like he was doing the quit punching yourself. It's a weird spot. I mean, obviously that was a spot somebody missed the call, right?
Johnny Grunge with the hot tag, House of Fire, sort of.
He's on fire, dude.
Dave Taylor.
Look at that crowd come alive.
Bumping for him. Not feeding this time, but it's fine. Oh, he's got a cast. That's illegal. Shades of Bob Orton.
Don't tell Bob Orton that.
Well, he had a serious condition, though. He worked for 25 years.
Yeah, he never healed.
Yep.
Well, he was winding up the cast.
It's illegal. Listen to Nick Patrick.
But he's still... This is so weird. Rocco Rock is just whooping Regal in the corner. Johnny Grunge, which one?
Johnny
Grunge runs over and gets tripped by Bobby Eaton. But now they're just ignoring. He's trying to sell while they take their time to beat up Rocco Rock. Oh, and he's up and he gets him with the cast. Oh, it's a Public Enemy. What a dumb finish for this match.
My God.
Get all four dudes in there. Rocco Rock can just punch William Regal. Do you think they called it that way? Rocco Rock comes in, punches Regal 500 times in the corner.
Yeah.
While
just keep punching me.
While Johnny Grunge
will clothesline you over the top, and then he goes to, and he doesn't go over. He's like, "Well, just get out of here."
Then Johnny Grunge will run over and get tripped, and we'll beat up Rocco Rock and just ignore the legal man. Yep. And then you can hit us with the cast.
Dave Taylor can hold up his Scout's Honor thing, and then you just punch him with your cast.
Good finish, boys.
Cool. 1-800-COLLECT. All your collect call needs.
Yeah.
1-800-COLLECT.
Still active.
I know.
Remember when we called it?
Yep, we did. We do the public
service. Who makes collect calls now, man?
Prisoners?
I guess. Must be. Are they calling 1-800-COLLECT?
I don't know. I don't think so. I guess not. They just call collect, don't they?
The 2020 slogan. 1-800-COLLECT. Servicing exclusively penitentiaries.
Yeah. Are you a prisoner? Or do you know a prisoner? Here's Carrot Top.
Tell them about one. Here's Carrot Top. Yep. Yes.
Awesome. Who's in the ring?
It must be... I have no idea.
Awesome. Somebody awesome.
A jobber.
Oh, yes.
Oh, somebody about to get his ass whooped. Look at Kevin Sullivan.
2 weeks. I think he still has a black eye from 2 weeks ago.
Taskmaster.
He still has a black eye. From 2
black
weeks
eyes
ago.
don't. Have you ever had a black eye? They don't go away in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I mean,
Who's this? Who is this? Do we even know this kid?
Nope.
Okay.
He doesn't get a name.
He doesn't get a name.
Nope.
I'm sure they announced him if we had the sound on.
Well, maybe.
But he doesn't need.
They might be talking about the outsiders. You don't know. It's WCW.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh, that's just paper.
I was gonna say today. Is there just a? Let's block this off with a sheet of
poster board.
Yeah, poster board.
Cool.
Somebody go get me.
What are we doing?
I assume he's gonna throw this guy off the top balcony and murder him.
Phenomenal. Who is this guy? We don't
Nobody.
know. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Kevin Sullivan, Taskmaster.
Hitting him with beverages. Doug Dillinger's there. Don't go in the women's restroom.
We can't go in the women's restroom.
No. There's a koala kid thing in there. You can't go in there.
Why are people...
Yeah, if you go to a wrestling show and just hung out in the concourse, like, I guess we'll just go back here and have our drinks.
Right.
The Kevin Sullivan match is on now. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
What? And who did this poor guy
Subway.
piss off? Oh.
Look at this Subway. Awesome.
Yep. Thanks, Subway.
Hey, Subway's still active also.
Yep. Oh. Sullivan's just going to leave him back there, and he's out of here.
They send him back to the ring. Is this like a match? Is he going to get counted out now? Is this match legal still? Or
well, that guy, they're not going to let that guy come back through because he just looks like a member of the crowd.
They try to ticket him?
Yeah.
Sir, do you have your ticket?
Sir. Where's your seat
Sir.
at? Oh, I was in the match. No. Yeah. Me too.
I mean, he does have trunks and no shirt on.
Doesn't matter.
Good call.
You've seen plenty of people. Look, that guy's not wearing a shirt. See?
Randy Anderson is like giving Kevin Sullivan a back rub right there.
Yeah,
like, let's just get back to the ring.
Yep. Good job, champ.
Look at those.
Way to throw those sodas.
Look at those barricades.
Yeah.
I love
Remember
that.
those?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that look, man.
Yeah.
That looks like wrestling.
Yeah, it does.
You know,
old dirty wrestling.
Yeah, the big fancy ones that are like all covered over and look
padded.
like they're all one piece. That looks like the WWE.
Yeah.
And when I see that, I'm like, oh, that's WWE. But man, these
and they got all
old...
that space outside the ring too. Like,
yeah.
Like you can do all kinds of shit. And like out there, it's like you got a sidewalk.
Yep. The old guardrails just look like wrestling.
Yeah, they do. Still sporting that shiner.
Still sporting that shiner.
Oh, he was in a war 2 weeks ago.
So what was the point of that, man? Why did he just drag that dude up the stairs and beat him up in the concourse and then come back? Like what narrative purpose could that serve to the storyline?
I don't know. What narrative purpose does having two black lines painted on your forehead?
He's the devil.
Well,
he's the taskmaster.
I get it, but
how else are people going to know?
I don't know. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. How else are people going to know that other guy's a jobber? Just out here to get beverages hit on him.
because Kevin Sullivan beat the piss out of him.
It served no purpose. I don't even know what he's talking about. Is he still talking about Benoit?
You know, probably Benoit and the Horsemen. I don't know.
I feel
baby.
Yeah, baby.
I feel like the like Kevin Sullivan always did like a demonic gimmick, the Dungeon of Doom and the Taskmaster, all this stuff. I feel like when you look at Kevin Sullivan, he looks like one of the Beach Boys' dads.
Yeah.
Like he is so not what you picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it's not like he ever dyed his blonde hair orange or
black
or you know.
No, he never looked evil unless he did that into the camera. That's like the most evil thing he did. He was like a sadistic worker. Like he'd work that style fine, but and he worked his ass off for people. But man, he was I never cared at all about Kevin Sullivan.
Dude, we're still getting Glacier from us.
I think we're just gonna have to keep going through Bash at the Beach, dude.
July '96,
so we can see Glacier.
You're that built up, but
dude.
It worked. It worked on you.
Did you watch the Glacier? You weren't watching yet.
I was not watching then. I definitely wasn't watching WCW
I was pumped for Glacier.
Well, how could you not be, dude?
Pumped for him.
Here comes hard work Bobby Walker. Justin.
Yeah.
Who is this? Have we seen him before?
He's hard work.
I don't remember.
It's hard work Bobby Walker.
I don't remember this kid.
I don't either.
This man. Sorry, I don't even know.
Whoa! But he's going to wrestle the man of 1,000 holds.
He's athletic as fuck. I give him that.
Here's another one of those cruiserweights that weigh 260 pounds.
Yeah.
Like Billy Kidman.
7 foot tall.
Billy Kidman's 7'5".
Oh.
Yes.
Here comes Dean Malenko. Iceman. He's so good, man.
So good.
I just went from not caring about this match at all to now I bet this match is going to be awesome.
Yep. See, the reason I cared is because I saw the Cryon before they went to commercial.
Oh, I was
before we got the Glacier promo.
I was still talking about
up next, the man of 1,000 holds.
I was still talking about
Kevin Sullivan.
Yeah, Beach Boy's dad.
Hard work Bobby Walker. I don't remember him at all. Can honestly say this might be the first time I've ever seen him.
I hope he was on one of the other Nitros we watched. Leading up to this.
So
we just don't remember
I've done this thing about 4 times now because I've watched this before, where I'm almost positive we did a podcast on this episode before. Like, we tried to do this and I fell asleep once, guys. So maybe we made it this far. I don't know.
Maybe so.
Maybe that's what the that's what the problem is.
I wasn't asleep, but I was super lit. It's a glimpse behind the curtain, guys.
Yeah, that's not probably going to be a lost episode because we just decided to stop.
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's not one where we were too drunk to be coherent. It's one where we were too asleep to be
coherent
to finish
or
show.
To even talk. Yeah. Whoa! Go ahead and give yourself that move, Dean. Gotcha. Little Japanese arm drag from hard work, hard body, hard work.
That's a move that just went away. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, it was like stupid.
Well, all through this time it was like a move. We saw it all the time. Yep. It was like, I mean, I remember. You know, in 2000, when I started wrestling, like, we taught the Japanese arm drag.
Yep.
And now nobody does it.
No.
Nobody does it. Never see it. I don't teach it. If somebody asked me about the Japanese arm drag, I'd probably be like,
just take a front
why?
flip bump.
Yeah, why do you need to do that?
Yeah. Do a real arm drag. Big stomp to the chest from Dean. Didn't lay it in there too much.
Hard work is reminding me of... man. Part of the world's greatest tag team.
Oh, Shelton Benjamin?
Shelton Benjamin, yeah.
Yeah. I can see that. Athletic.
Yeah, he's young, he's super athletic. He's in good shape.
Together.
Yep.
Oof. Nice suplex.
Yeah. He's taking everything.
What are you doing?
He's doing a hold, man.
I know he is, but hard work doesn't know what he's doing.
One of 1,000.
Yeah. Hard work's showing his deodorant there on his armpit hair.
I was gonna say.
Use something clear, my man.
No, you
did we have clear deodorant in '96?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Yeah, but you have to shave. you can't put clear deodorant over your nasty armpit hair.
I feel like they found hard work on the beach and you're a good athlete. Get in there with Dean Malenko.
Maybe.
Nah, probably not. He's got gear.
Man,
he's not that guy that got
is
left
just
in the
taking
concourse.
him to school now,
yeah,
man. He's just hold to hold to hold. I know that was Malenko's thing, but sometimes I also wonder, you also feel like, is he just doing that to this kid because he doesn't want to work this kid?
Right. The funny thing about this era that we've been watching is that, not even a year later, probably just 4 months later, these guys are the first 40 minutes of every Nitro.
Wow.
The cruiserweights, yeah. It's done. Texas Cloverleaf.
That's it. Texas Cloverleaf, it's out. gives up.
Oh,
Here
good.
comes Disco. What is Disco?
Sweet. Well, he's out here to sell his record, obviously.
Did the kid give up?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say because
He's got a gold record.
Seemed like he got off the hold real quick because Disco came out there.
Oh, well,
yeah.
maybe
See,
he
the
didn't
kid.
give up.
No, the kid didn't give up. Malenko let go of the hold. Now hard work is coming back.
Oh, snap! Whoa, great back body drop.
You're such a. That's your
Good
favorite.
job.
Is that your favorite move?
Yeah.
Believe it.
He takes a good one, man. Takes a good one. Absolute.
What?
Jesus.
Disco. Are we really building a storyline with Dean Malenko and Disco? I mean, I guess why wouldn't we? Is Disco a cruiserweight? Does he want the cruiserweight?
Anyone is a cruiserweight at this point in time. Here's the thing: like, how mad do you think Dean Malenko is right now that the the match he was having got interrupted for this?
I would assume very.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh, right in your butt.
Right. Hard work, right? Hard work said right into.
Oh, Northern Lights.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Man.
And that's the finish.
Perfect. God, Malenko is good.
Man.
Malenko has got to be one of those unsung greatest of all times. Right? Like,
you know, I feel like that's true, but I feel like there's enough like wrestling nerds from this era that I know, and we all loved him.
Yeah.
And it's like, Malenko's exactly as well regarded as he should be.
Okay, maybe.
And he's an afterthought, honestly, and still works behind the scenes. You know, like, and has for a long time.
Yep. And probably will for a long time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Hopefully will for a long time.
Oh, jeez. And Disco's back in the picture here.
Well, of course, he's got to break the gold record over Malenko's head.
Babies.
Because if you had a gold record, wouldn't you use it to hit somebody with?
Yeah. You can always get another one.
Well, obviously. That's my whole point.
Babies.
Baby.
When I'm done, you'll be wearing gold-plated diapers.
Yeah, baby.
Nobody questions Bruce Dickinson.
Nobody questions Bruce Dickinson.
Baby. A good crossover.
I don't have a good. I wish I had a good Disco impersonation. I just use it for right now.
I don't. Is there one?
I don't know. I don't even remember what Disco sounds like.
I don't either.
Like I watch wrestling. Disco was on.
He always tried really hard.
Man, I mean, he wasn't bad.
No. I always thought he was pretty good at this.
How did he not get a character change? I mean, all the stuff that happened. He's one. Right. He never joined the NWO.
He was always Disco, and he was always a fucking jobber.
Yeah,
like with a name.
Yeah,
he always was always. Which he was, and that's what they regarded comedy, I guess, then. But, he was always fun.
I guess.
Funny. Bum. Oh, yes! Joe Flaherty and Ricky Morton. Against
Chris Benoit
and
Arn.
Woo! Boy. Looking forward to this. Oh wow.
Oh, 95. You were a different time. Why did that guy fall off his raft?
Well, he was so excited to see those ladies.
That's so stupid. Alert, warning. System
it's Stinger
preview.
On Saturday night.
Do we need to watch? We need to watch some Saturday night. We need to watch.
I guess.
We need to watch. We're gonna have to do a run.
There's Bobby Eaton.
There's Bobby Eaton.
Oh, there's the shark. He's one-eyed now.
Why is he hurt? Why is it? What happened to his eye?
Because
find out Saturday night.
Big Bubba,
at 6:05. Remember how everything on TBS was always at 05?
05, yeah.
5 minutes late.
They don't.
I
still
never
do that,
understood that.
They don't
I
do
have
that.
no idea.
Okay, I hope not.
I can't tell you the last time I watched any network television.
Yeah. Same.
Legit. Hulu and Netflix, brother.
Yep, that's right. Here he is.
Oh, Barbarian.
The Barbarian. We've already had this discussion, right? Like, why did he get to keep that name?
Because that's his legal name.
Because it's like a...
That's what it says on his birth certificate. Barbarian.
Awesome. I hope his name's just Barry B. Arian.
Barry.
Barry Barian. Oh,
Eddie Guerrero.
Here we go.
Oh, man.
See,
Eddie Guerrero versus Barbarian? What a weird match.
Man, but here's what's amazing about this. Like, we're watching this. We got Public Enemy coming out, and it's like, oh, cool. I can just go stand in the bathroom for 5 minutes. It's like, oh, wait, no, Steven Regal's going to be in there with him.
Right.
I just want to see if he punches one of them for real. And then, you know, Malenko and Hard Body. You got to watch Malenko, Eddie Guerrero, or Hard Work, whatever his name is.
Hard work, hard body. Now Malenko versus Barbie.
Eddie.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
That's what I meant to say. Too many O's. If your name ends in an O, I can't keep you straight. Guerrero, Malenko.
Did Guerrero have the best mullet of all time?
Man, it's like shaved on the sides and long.
They call that a Kentucky waterfall.
Do they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what they called that.
Well, in Kentucky they do. In Canada they call it hockey hair. Some
I don't
people
know,
call
man.
it ape drapes.
The mullet is the mullet, bro. What are you gonna do? Ape drapes.
Business up front, party in the rear. That's right.
Is there a super racist name for when a Mexican has it? Is it a
I don't think so.
taco curtain?
There is now.
He's got the old enchilada swoop going on.
The old enchilada swoop. That's awesome. I hope the punk rock band The Vandals are still together so I can call them to have them amend their song Ape Drape. All about mullet names. So they can add the enchilada swoop to it.
Yeah. And the taco curtain.
And the taco curtain. God dang it. We're not going to make it, guys. Since enchilada swoop's been called, we're going to have to do a tasting.
Oh, okay.
We haven't done one of these yet.
No, we have not.
We're going to do a little Buffalo Trace.
Man.
Top shelf shit, man.
Good stuff.
A couple weeks ago, we did some Tin Cup.
Tin Cup. I liked the
That
Tin
was good.
Cup. Yep.
Yeah. That was so good, I drank the rest of it when you weren't here.
What?
That never happens. Ooh.
Yeah.
Little guy for you.
Thank you, sir.
I know we've had this discussion before, too.
Yeah.
Like in the last few weeks, but did we come to a consensus? Didn't the Barbarian change his name to like Simone or Simeon or something in his WCW run?
I don't remember, did he?
I thought so.
I don't think so. I thought he was always Barbarian.
Barry Barbian. Barry B. Arian.
Man, I love. So I've had Buffalo Trace before. I've never tasted. I've
Smelled
never
it?
nosed it. Yeah, there's like a real citrus, almost lemony note that comes through real heavy.
Yeah, it's like lemon with a little bit of tea, and then it smells pretty boozy. It is 90 proof, but
Yeah.
it smells. I get a little booze on the head too, though, but I can definitely smell the lemon. Yeah, or like a citrus. I don't know that it's
like a
lemon
citrus
for sure.
coming through.
It smells good.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, man.
good. Mm-hmm. Smooth.
Very smooth.
It's got a
All
little
those flavors that are on the nose are still there.
Yeah, it's got a little kick in it.
Yeah, there's some bite there, a little bit of heat.
Yeah. It really comes through with like a like a unsweet lemon tea.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm really picking up the citrus note.
And that heat's just that bourbon heat too. Mm-hmm. It's not like a spice or anything. It's just that little bourbon burn.
Yeah.
That you get.
nice and warm, friendly.
That's good. It's gonna be good on the rocks, man.
Bourbon's very friendly. Buffalo Trace is it's a very friendly bourbon.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Have you ever had this in an old fashioned?
No.
We're gonna have to do that.
I made last 4th of July. I was making mint juleps with it.
Ooh.
They were good.
That's a good use of it.
They were good. A little bit for the
Infinity bottle. Get in there, Buffalo Trace. Class it up.
Please. It needs it. It's got some flavors in there.
Ugh.
I don't necessarily want to be friends with.
But not the bird dog. The bird dog's in Canada.
Bird dog's in Canada. Says we haven't been doing.
Mellow corn is in there, isn't it?
The mellow corn's in there. The mellow corn's in there. The Ezra Brookses are in there. The old Barton's in there.
We think.
That's a good call. We think. Pretty sure it's in there.
Yeah, we know what we're doing. Oh!
Whoa!
Oh!
Nice.
Good God Almighty!
Go for the super.
That's a pin.
Go for the superplex. Eddie Guerrero turns it in the high cross off the top for the W.
Nice. Good match. Eddie Guerrero's in all good matches. Mm-hmm. Just didn't care about the Barbarian at all. So we had to do a tasting.
It's a good time to do a tasting.
Yep.
I'm sure if anybody can understand skipping their match for some whiskey, Barbie's got to be okay with that.
I understand. No, cut to him like, this is my one match I had with Eddie. What the fuck, guys?
Hey, that can't be true. I bet him and Eddie had that match. Oh, I was gonna say they weren't running house shows then, were they?
They were not as much, not like the WWF was though.
Right. Well, I remember
they never counted on the house shows to be their business. It was always TV.
Well, that was one of Bischoff's big things is that when he took over, he killed off the house shows for them mostly because they were losing money on them. Uncensored.
Teabagged Conan. Ugh. And now he's dead.
There's a Guerrero match I don't want to see.
Well, we know how deep your hatred of Conan runs.
No, you don't.
No, you explained it.
Oh, yeah.
On this podcast feed. We had a whole episode about it.
Dude, I hate a whole episode. How much does Jaren hate Conan? We're just gonna talk about that for an hour.
That's not the red label. That's like the tan label. I don't know. Green label.
It's the bottom, something. It's a bottom shelf.
Yeah, whatever the bottom shelf. Yeah, bottom shelf episode. It's the one you can pass on or not. It was a good one though. I think Conan's overrated. We've already been through all that. We don't need to go through all that again.
I hate Conan. I think he's terrible.
I don't hate him.
I've always hated every match he's ever been in.
He was never my favorite. But he made the way for a lot of these guys, so that's neat. That's good.
He opened some doors.
He's like the Mexican Moolah.
That's true.
I think we're going to get canceled for this episode.
I don't think we can get canceled.
That's true. Here we go. Arn Bennett? Arn Benoit would put a marker in.
Arn Benoit. Yes, if you don't want to watch Chris Benoit, if his matches, the memory of his existence is too painful for you, we perfectly understand that. Check the description. There will be a timestamp, a time mark for you to go to that will skip this match and will skip our conversation involving Chris Benoit. We here on the Drunk Wrestling Podcast, we watch Chris Benoit matches. You know, separate the art
from the artist.
From the artist. Death of the wrestler. We believe in the death of the wrestler.
Yeah.
Which takes on a whole literal meaning in
yeah.
this case.
Yeah, for sure. Here they come with Mongo carrying the Halliburton briefcase and got his big Super Bowl ring on, and he's fresh and new, man. He did some commentary for a few months, and whoa.
What's up?
Hey.
Man,
sorry, everybody.
Who is that?
That lady didn't have a shirt on.
That lady's shirt, I could see right through it.
Oh, Mongo. Man, Mongo.
Mongo's your favorite.
Yep. So, Benoit and Arn, that's a good tag team, right?
Benoit,
against one of the best ever tag teams, probably.
Benoit and Arn.
Joe Flaherty and Ricky Morton.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Count down.
Oh, you know what that means.
Got to do something. I don't remember what.
We got to do a shot.
Fuck. Why did I even point that out? He wouldn't have even noticed.
I wouldn't have even noticed.
Hey, shooter. Want to get Sizzler? My treat. Oh, already recoiled.
Just looked at it. You just saw it. Jonesy.
Good God Almighty. Hey, second hour Nitro. We can't mess with the
tradition. We've reached the second hour of Nitro.
It's time for Mellocorn.
We have to welcome the second hour.
With Mongo.
With Mongo. We switch from Shivani and
Zabisco
to
Shivani and Heenan.
Shivani and Heenan is
well,
not.
Yeah, Bischoff's
not
still
Bischoff
hurt.
and Heenan. Bischoff's still hurt.
He got powerbombed through wood stuff, through sawhorses.
Bro, welcome to the second hour of Nitro.
Good God Almighty. Ugh. I want to rescind my earlier comment about Eddie Guerrero having the best mullet I've ever seen. I think Ricky Morton's got it. Because he's got the spikes. Spikes on top.
It's so bad once it hits your mouth.
No, Mellocorn's...
Holy cow.
Somebody made that with their feet, dude.
I've defended Mellocorn on this very podcast.
Presented the most complete form possible due to original production technical difficulties.
Oh, I wonder what that
We don't know what that means, but... Joe Flaherty's out there, jackass, and Ricky Morton.
That's rough.
It's awful.
I'll be
I
honest.
have to go lick one of the dog's asses to get the taste out of it.
I'll be honest. I poured way more of that than I meant to. I still maintain that the Mellocorn tastes like detasseling. It's such a dirty whiskey, man.
That sucks. I spilled ice all over the carpet.
They call it
cat'll get it.
They call it Mellocorn. It is not mellow. It's a little corny.
It is corn for sure.
Man,
it was made in a person's bathtub. It might have been made in an outhouse. I don't know.
At least we're almost done with it.
Oh fuck! You'll find something worse, I'm sure.
Well,
then we have to go to Bird Dog.
We still have a whole bottle of Bird Dog to get through.
We're only drinking Mellocorn because it's only better than one other whiskey.
That Bird Dog.
Is it worse than Finnegrin's?
See, that's the argument I made the last time you were bitching about the Mellocorn, because I think Finnegrin's is worse than Mellocorn. And we're gonna have a head-to-head tasting.
It's been a while, so
which means we have to go by.
It's a recency bias.
Finnegrin's is the worst whiskey I've ever put in my mouth.
I think Mellocorn's going to challenge it for its championship belt, brother. It's fucking awful.
Man.
So is Bird Dog. Well, actually, we should just go ahead and point out that Bird Dog's probably worse, because look at how much Mellocorn is gone. Look at how much Bird Dog's left.
Dude, I don't even want to touch that Bird Dog. Like, that Bird Dog, and for the record, it's the honey jalapeno Bird Dog. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to have to buy some of the other Bird Dog flavors. We're completely...
Yeah.
I'm sure this match is awesome.
It is. Benoit's beating the shit out of Ricky Morton, and and Ricky Morton's looks like he's 100 years old.
Man, he looks like he's so, you know, I watch Ricky Morton do all these moves, and he does a lot of springboards and moonsaults and flip arounds and stuff that I'm sure he's been doing for years. And none of them are quite right, not quite clean, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I bet he never did them, you know what I mean? Because Ricky Morton's not like I have no idea if Ricky Morton was a gymnast or anything, but he's from that era where, like, if you were just athletic to throw yourself backwards, you just did that, you know? It wasn't like you practiced. It wasn't like you made sure
he just did it in a match somewhere.
Yeah, you know? It wasn't like you made sure it was pretty and practiced and, you know, throw your head back, throw your arms back, dive into the pool so we land, you know.
Here we go. So Benoit, you know, shined a little bit against Ricky Morton, and then Robert Gibson came in. Benoit tags out, and Anderson's about to get just obliterated, I'm sure. Well, sleeper in the open. Perfect. Going to the second.
Well, he had to call the spot.
Oof.
he went up to the top, and Robert Gibson had no idea what was going on.
But he was right there to cut him off.
Anderson had to hop down, grab him in the sleeper, and fix the spot. Oh, did he just poke him in the eye? Poke him in the eye and sneak out?
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna dirtbag him.
Come on. Oh. Lurking in the shadows.
Oh,
Oh! And Mongo's ready to just hit somebody with a briefcase. You can see that.
I'm surprised Mongo hasn't hit somebody with a briefcase.
Well,
I'm surprised Mongo's not out there fighting the crowd just because why wouldn't he?
Well, he's for sure just standing over there going like this, showing everybody a Super Bowl ring.
Well,
hey, guys.
if you had a Super Bowl ring, and that was the only thing, like, if you were Mongo and you had a Super Bowl ring, you know, Mongo's not Tom Brady. He's not gonna have. He's not gonna have a bunch of them. He's not gonna have a bunch of them.
He's got one.
He's not gonna make. He didn't make $20 million a year.
Definitely not in that era.
And now he's just a guy at WCW. So yeah,
he's just a guy at WCW trying to make money too, right?
Yeah. All due respect.
4.
And he carries all his money around in Halliburton.
All of it. They stole that from Kevin Green. Well, almost said Joe Green.
No, they turned guys. They gave Malbangs the Halliburton, and she brought it down and got him to turn on him.
Right. Yeah. So they got all that money. How many times have these guys wrestled Arn?
Man.
Awesome.
All of them.
And so, like, this is probably one of their first forays in there with Benoit, who can hang. He can go work their style and still mix in his stuff.
Right.
He's just chopping the shit out of them and doing his hard-hitting shit. That they're probably, I mean, you know, they hit a lot harder back then than they do now, but
I don't think that's true.
You don't think so?
I don't think that's true. I think they worked better back then, man.
Well, they worked great, but I think they hit harder. I think it was a more stiff business. Oh,
see, I don't think it was. No? And here's why. Because anytime I've wrestled like an old school guy, their working punch is powder puff.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Sometimes I'm not even sure if they're touching me.
Yeah.
And you know, there was on the WWE. Whoa, who's that?
It's the Renegade and that other guy.
Oh, that they jumped.
Yeah.
I
don't know where the Renegade was.
There's only one guy, and that.
Okay, it's just. Is
that the Renegade?
Sebastian Bach from Skid Row.
I was gonna say, who is this?
He was the other guy with the Renegade.
Yeah, but who the fuck is that?
I don't remember his name.
Is that Van Hammer? Are you sure that's not the Renegade?
No, it's not the Renegade. His face isn't painted. You idiot.
Oh, my bad.
It's Joe Perry from Aerosmith. That's who it is.
Is it? Oh, here comes.
Oh, Kevin Green.
Oh, Kevin Green. Here comes Kevin Green and the Macho Man. Ooh, brother, come here.
Is Kevin Green over in Charlotte? Let's listen. Yeah, he is.
Oh.
Yep.
He's big time over in Charlotte.
Yeah, Carolina Panther polo and everything. Zip up polo? Is that what I just saw? Is he got hanging around? Did he have a rat tail?
Yeah, we talked about that before.
God, did we?
Yeah, because I talked about how I used to have a rat tail.
Was it braided?
Yes.
Was yours braided?
Yes. You can't have a rat tail that's not braided.
I didn't know. Deborah, Liz, Nancy Benoit with Ric Flair.
Hey, why is woman caressing Gene Okerlund?
She's just trying to throw him off his game.
She's.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Gene 2, woman. Gene 2.
That's right. That's right. Don't you be pushing that here.
Dude, Ric Flair.
Mall bangs. Dude, it's the best.
I'll never call her anything else. You called her. You mentioned she had mall bangs one time. I will never call her anything else.
Mall bangs McMichael.
Even when we get over to stuff when she's on WWE. Even when she's married to Stone Cold.
It's 2000. She doesn't have mall bangs anymore.
Yeah,
she's still mall bangs.
She will from now on forever be. Even when I'm talking to people who don't listen to the podcast and weren't here and have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm going to forever refer to her as Mall Bangs McMichaels from now on.
I like it. Benoit's been in a fight recently.
Hey, yeah, his face is all busted up still. Dude. Hey, this is a hell of a Four Horsemen, though. This is just a good, this is some kind of package. Ric Flair and Arn Anderson and Chris Benoit and Mongo, and then with the three women all standing there, looking phenomenal and dressed to the nines. Like that's
like at the time, like there was only one other woman in wrestling like that was that prominent. It was Sherry Martel,
right?
Like, and I don't even think she'd been around for a while.
Yeah, I don't. Was she?
Because she was with Harlem Heat.
I was gonna say, yeah.
But I think that was like a year prior.
Probably.
So it was Elizabeth.
She certainly hasn't been
woman.
with him on this.
No,
since we've been
not
watching.
This run, no. Well, we watched those first couple of Nitros, and her and Colonel Robert Parker.
That's right.
Had a thing going on. Whatever was going on. I don't even remember.
You can go back and watch those episodes on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, probably on his.
Back when it was Whiskey and Wrestling.
Whiskey and Wrestling. Wouldn't say wrestling then. Heenan, Shivani, they're fretting about the outsiders. Heenan's looking over his shoulder, selling the shit out of it.
Well, Heenan doesn't want him to show up.
No. You don't want to get hit. That guy's wearing all denim. What are you going to do, Shivani?
He's obviously trash. Oh, look, he's about to go. Are they coming?
No.
I'm out of here.
Shivani just said the outsiders. He's like, what? And then he's like, no, I'm just talking here. Man. A lot of appreciation for Shivani.
Yeah?
Yeah. After just watching this era and at SummerSlam even. Because I don't feel like Jesse was easy to work with if you weren't Gorilla.
Man.
I feel like he made it difficult for you.
I can see that.
And I feel like he did a great job on that SummerSlam that we watched for a Red Label. You got to check out the Red Labels whenever we post them. And here in this run of WCW, like, he was only doing 1 hour, and then Bischoff moved aside from the announcing, and he came in to do both hours. And I made fun of Shivani a lot when I was younger. And I feel like, oh, yes. Alex Wright. Oh.
Yes, Alex.
What'd you just try?
Yes, Alex Wright.
Hit me.
Well.
It's that bad, I gotta try it.
what I've got is no, hold on. What I've got is some of our this is like our mascot. This black velvet toasted caramel.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a little splash of that to sweeten it up. Sweeten it up, bring a little sweetness.
A little caramel.
But then we've got some Old Bartons. Very Old Bartons. Very Old Bartons. Crafted. Some crafted very
DDP!
Old Bartons.
Oh, and the hot pink, man. Trying out for the Hart family.
Dude, look at this bottle. This bottle feels like... this bottle makes me...
I'm so glad we tried this and don't remember it. So glad. Like and subscribe. Comment below. Tell us how we like Old Bartons.
Like and subscribe. This bottle it looks like it's trying to be classy.
It looks like a cognac.
It looks like a cognac bottle or something. It's Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. under proof.
Oh, good.
But it is. It makes me think of like I feel like this is the bourbon they pull down at, like, you know, when you go down the street to the bar that's in a house and it doesn't have a name, it's just got like a stag and a Pabst sign outside.
I don't go to many of those, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've driven by them.
Like I feel like
this is what cowboys drank. Is basically what you're saying. John Wayne.
Not even cowboys. Not even cowboys. I feel like this is the bottle they pull down.
What's lower than cowboy? Okay.
I don't know. It's a little rugged.
Very old
taste. It's very old. Tastes very old.
Oh yeah, that was probably made in the 1800s.
With corn from the 1600s.
The first corn they found in the New World. We're saving that for bourbon.
It's made with maize. Okay, DDP versus... Oh, God, that's bad.
It's not great. I wish I didn't have a whole glass of it. Alex Wright's still kind of on that Rookie of the Year trajectory. I think he's won some gold by this time.
I feel like DDP is not the guy to be working with Alex Wright here.
No.
I mean, like last week we talked about, the last couple weeks, at some point in the last few weeks, we went on and on about how great DDP is and how much we like DDP.
Yeah, even here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, especially here.
Still learning how to work,
I do kind of, yeah, he's still learning how to work, and I kind of feel like maybe he's not necessarily the guy to get over or to work with, Alex Wright, who is also a young guy still trying to learn how to work.
Yeah. I guess I'd say at this point, like, Alex Wright probably had a lot more pro matches to his name. And, he came from, like, a
wrestling family.
Yeah, a wrestling family. So, I mean, he probably started when he was a stupid age, like 13 or something, but, like, under the...
DDP just went for this move where he went to kick Alex Wright in the stomach. Alex Wright moved out of the way, and DDP flipped over and fell on his back. I've never thrown a kick so hard that it would throw me off my feet if I didn't.
I didn't
hit what I was aiming at.
I have actually. I tried to kick a tree branch that was about 9 feet in the air. That's a true story, folks. And I was standing right under it. I didn't run to kick it or nothing. I was like, I bet I can kick that tree branch. And I swung at it and just fell right on my back. Yep.
That makes me very happy. I'm glad I know that.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've told me that before. And just
I for sure tried it. Yeah. Fell on my back. Trying to impress a girl,
imagine that.
Yeah. Weird.
Imagine that. I've never done anything. God, that's bad.
Ugh.
I think
Can we put some mellow corn in there to ease it out a little bit? That's not a real thing I'm asking.
I was gonna say, it's ready. I think I put the toasted caramel in there, and I feel like it made it worse.
I can't logically say it didn't. It made it better or worse, or that I even noticed there. I mean, I noticed there's a little caramel in there, but it's.
Well, see, I'm getting kind of a. It's almost like it's become like a burnt caramel note, like you know what I mean, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So I almost wish it wasn't.
Somebody left the caramel in the toaster too long, and it's rough.
Like
gut wrench
when you try to make caramel corn and you.
Nobody ever gets out of a gut wrench.
Big elbow diamond cutter. It's over.
Dead.
It's over.
You get out of that gut wrench, you're done.
I liked that finish.
That's how they sold that move,
2,
man.
3, over.
Forever.
Yeah.
That move came out of nowhere. The RKO out of nowhere. That was it first, man. He hit that shit. He hit that out of anywhere.
Yes.
Good stuff.
That was a good match. It was super.
It was,
it was totally a green guy match.
It's so funny to say that. DDP's 40 here.
Yep.
Alex Wright's 21.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Isn't that that crazy. Like, or he's 22, whatever. DDP's not quite 40, but that's the milestones they're looking at, right? So, just an insane match to book anyway.
Yep.
Because they're both green. Alex Wright's been in the company like a year and a half, and he had a huge run as a rookie.
Right.
And, that was a quick match because they knew they had something with DDP.
Yeah.
And man, did they ever.
Yep.
Did they ever.
And he's on the rise here.
You always hear people talk about the only stars that WCW built, and it was always, the only star they built was Goldberg. And it's bullshit, man. DDP was huge.
Yep.
Huge for them.
And
a couple
of
years.
And I think they should get credit for Sting, too.
Oh, well,
I mean, I know Sting was part of the Crockett's. But Sting, as he was in the Crockett's, would not have lasted.
No.
You know what I mean? He would not have survived the Attitude Era.
That's the weird thing where it's like a, where does the Crockett stop and the WCW start? Because WCW bought Crockett and just kept Crockett in business for several years.
Right.
You could say they built Vader, but Vader built his own career in Japan.
Yeah.
They didn't build a lot of stars, but they used a lot. I mean, they had a lot of great storylines going in this era with other stars.
For sure.
But DDP they built.
Yep.
Goldberg they built. They built a few guys.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, are you trying to tell me that Savage took his face paint off to cut that promo?
Yeah. And he'll put it back on.
Hey, it's Glacier.
Oh, so that's good.
Hey, guys. Glacier's coming. July 1996.
Dude.
You guys remember Mortal Kombat? Video game?
Dude, how many times have we seen this promo just tonight?
2.
At least 5, right?
This is the second time.
I swear. I swear we've seen it more than twice tonight.
Well, it's been once per hour.
We only talked about it.
But
I feel like I saw
it.
I feel like that's at least the third time.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you didn't see it. But, hey, here's Kevin Green.
Show
us that fucking braided rat tail.
Jonesy needs to see that sweet rat tail.
Man. Hey, Kevin Green was a great football player. I think he's a football coach now, like a linebacker coach.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I know nothing
Maybe
about football.
Well, you're welcome. Oh, it's got a
Look at all that money.
Shirt.
See?
Oh, and it's got all these hundreds. Oh, let me check him real quick.
Watching the replay.
Let me check him while he's in that figure 4. Yeah.
I like the way he held up like he was checking the
watermark.
Had to check
the watermark. They didn't have those then, but he had to look for it.
No, they used to have. It wasn't the watermark.
It
was the little band.
Yeah, like a ribbon, plastic ribbon or something.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good job, Mongo. We're gonna do nothing but shit on Mongo this whole time. Good job, Mongo.
I like the way he checked one. Like, well, if one's real, they must all be.
Yeah. I trust you. Nothing drives me more nuts than going into a store where they're like, you hand them a 20 and they're like, get their little marker out.
Yeah.
Or if you hand them like a 50, get their little marker out and then give you back a 20. It's like, can I have your marker?
Yeah. Can I check your 20?
Yeah. Come on, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. I agree.
But I am a counterfeiter, so.
One time.
Is that a federal crime?
I think so.
Oh. Shouldn't have said that. Alleged counterfeiter.
Allegedly. You're gonna have
the Saudi government
and the American government.
Yeah,
IRS.
Great. Perfect. Kevin Green's coming back for more. Football doesn't start. Training camp doesn't start for 2 months, so I'm gonna get some money.
Dude, this is a long promo from Kevin Green.
I bet it was great though.
You big Kevin Green fan?
No. I mean, sure, he was a great football player, but I don't. There's that lady without the shirt on again. Keep seeing her.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. I like and subscribe. I bet she's got a YouTube
channel. Michael Wall Street. All right. VK Wall Street. I forgot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. How can you forget?
I forgot. Awesome. VK Wall Street. This is before Vincent became a part of the NWO.
Is it?
Yeah.
There wasn't
an NWO yet.
Okay, well, fuck, good call. Good call.
VK Wall Street.
Is
VK is
Vincent even there?
No, I don't think so.
He comes out in a full suit, dude. Is he gonna wrestle in a full suit?
I don't know. Do you remember like when he was first IRS and he'd come out in the full suit, but not a suit coat, but he'd take the pants off?
Is he wrestling Macho?
Awesome.
Get the fuck out of here.
He'd take the pants off and he'd just have like long brown tights on.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
he did that a few times. I'm like, leave the dress pants on. What is wrong with? Look at that guy. It's funny because it's bigger than a normal hat.
Kid Ferguson.
Kid Ferguson. I hope that's really his name.
Ugh.
I like that.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Wall Street onesie, dude. Ugh.
Yeah.
God, how bad does that look?
VK Wall Street.
How bad does that look?
Vincent Kennedy Wall Street.
Dude, they thought that looked super cool. It's got like the digital font for the Wall Street.
Well,
yeah. It's got the big dollar on it. It's gold and black.
He's a day trader. Oh, he's got a pocket. Look at his little shirt pocket deal. Hey, I'm taking the tuxedo singlet to a new level, though.
Yeah, that's
FVK Wall Street.
I don't think this isn't the tuxedo
singlet. He tried. He's got a pocket.
It's a. Do you have a pocket on a lot of tuxedos?
Yes, with a pocket square.
It's not a pocket. That's a. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
That's a polo.
That's where he keeps his cigarettes, dude.
Yes, it is.
I think he just got that singlet too because it doesn't fit very well. It's a little big.
Well, he's got such a weird body shape. Nothing's ever gonna fit him very well.
I guess that's true. Oh,
shove and run,
dude! I swear to God. Every
There's
time
I
see that rat tail,
does that rat tail come out of one side?
I think he has Bluetooth fucking headphones on. I'm like, they didn't have Bluetooth then.
Yeah.
And also, was he just at the grocery store or something? Like, is he just working out? Why has he got those?
That's not a thing.
No.
Does it come down from one side? In that last shot, it looked like it was not centered.
If you grow a rat tail, you don't really care, right? I mean, you did. But...
yeah, I mean, it's got to be in the center, right?
Oh, okay. I guess it has to be. You don't just
grow it down on one side.
Like, nobody ever told you that was a bad idea, but okay. I had a mohawk.
Dude, the rat tail was it, dude. That was where it was at. The only reason I had a rat tail is because all my friends had rat tails.
Well, we know what kind of friends Jaron had. Like and subscribe. I always enjoyed VK Wall Street's matches. I always thought he was like maybe a little generic, but a good wrestler.
Are you talking about Rotundo in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I never even the old Varsity Club stuff I've watched and stuff. I never thought that he would be a star or anything like that.
I
always thought he was cool. Like he did a good job with the IRS gimmick.
Right.
Considering you guys handed me a fucking tax collector gimmick,
Yeah.
But I always thought he was a good wrestler. A solid wrestler. Maybe a little generic, but always very solid. Always had good matches. Everything like that.
Yeah, I think I have to agree. And that's kind of, what I would say is like, he was just so painfully generic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I remember IRS because he was the IRS in like the heyday of the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Well, his like one of the heydays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
But like I can't tell you a single move he did. I have no matches. The only match of his that I remember specifically is WrestleMania 9, which is the Mega Bucks versus the Mega Powers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember. I vaguely remember. Didn't he repossess?
He
repossessed Razor's chains at one point.
Well,
or
he
something.
did that, but he also took the urn.
Oh, did he?
And he had a match with Taker at Royal Rumble, I think, 95.
Okay.
That should have been the Mania match that Taker had that year.
Yeah?
Not Bundy.
Okay.
But it was...
Oh,
Taker,
was that year?
Yeah,
Okay.
Taker was feuding the $1 Million Corporation.
Yeah.
And after the Survivor Series 94 match, IRS took the urn.
Okay.
And stole it.
Oh, that's why they had
a Rumble match at Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I think it was 95. It might have been 94, but it was one of those years.
And that's why, because they had to get the urn back at that Mania.
Yeah.
And they had the flashlight in it and stuff.
And after that, like, Kama had melted it down to make a chain, and, you know, Kama, Mustafa, and all that stuff.
Okay.
Kama,
Well, I don't remember that. I don't remember
machine.
that or that match at all. So, I mean, I believe you.
It was a good match. I mean, it was a good match. It was it was a Taker match, and Taker.
Yeah.
Dropping that point of that elbow right into his chest.
Man, dude.
He did that a lot in WCW.
Macho dropped that elbow. That was not a clean elbow.
He did it a lot. Did a lot in WCW. I think he had hurt. I don't know. This is all just me making shit up, but like he had hurt his knees enough where that elbow was not nearly as
wasn't
clean
catching people
as it was all those years where he just hit it perfectly, right over their face. You know, he just dropped it right, and it was always pointed, like he did it normally.
Come down and murder.
But he just there you go, right in your heart.
I mean, you know, he seemed fine.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, my God. How 90s is this, dude?
Oh, it's the Boogeyman's.
Yeah, why are they showing a bunch of shots of Kimberly?
She's with the Boogeyman.
With the Boogeyman.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
WCW magazine.
I hope it's still on newsstands everywhere. I want one.
I think it is.
I'm going to go with my Sting makeup.
You go.
Are there newsstands anymore?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Totally. They still make magazines.
I know. My wife gets some.
Pro Wrestling.
She gets Entertainment Weekly.
Yeah.
She gets it digitally and the hard copy, and I'm like, why do you get both?
Pretty sure Pro Wrestling Illustrated is still a real thing.
Oh, I love that.
You know, I
actually
though I get that. I used to get the Flex magazine before they stopped printing hard copies, and I had like I had a Flex member or a Flex subscription that like it came with like I could have got the digital. Like I got the digital, I just never got on and looked at it.
Right, yeah.
You know, but I prefer, man, when I read a book or something, I can't do a Kindle. I need pages. So like if I was going to get a magazine, I would need pages.
I like the simplicity or the convenience of a Kindle. That's how I read most of the books I read. But I did just order JR's new book.
Oh yeah,
I paid for the autographed deal and everything.
Oh, nice. Big JR fan?
Well,
I didn't know that. Fucking
like JR.
JR can suck my nuts.
Wow. Well, we lost all 18 of our listeners, so
I doubt it.
We did.
I doubt it.
That's not what sent him packing.
I don't think so.
You can't insult JR.
Dude,
He's royalty,
dude. Is he royalty?
Yeah, he is.
I do not.
You can insult whoever you want. This is your podcast.
It is my podcast.
That's right.
I'm the only royalty on my podcast. All right, triangle match for the WCW Tag Team Championships, right?
This is the main event, man.
It's the main event.
Look at these fucking tag teams, too, dude. Look at the stars.
This a hell
count
man.
The world champions in this match,
dude. This is a hell of a match, man. Harlem Heat, Scott Steiner,
Booker T.
Well, Harlem Heat, the Steiner brothers, and Flair, Sting, and Luger.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Incredible amount of tag team. And earlier in this show, we saw Arn and Benoit versus the Rock and Roll Express.
Yep.
Like,
man, WCW
they were loaded to the gills with tag team talent.
For real.
And Sting and Luger are not they're not tag team talent. They're just doing this for whatever.
Well, both these guys, I talk a lot of shit about Luger when I get the chance. I used to more than I do now. I don't know, man. Luger
sucked in the WWF. He sucked.
He really did.
I didn't hate Luger
But
in
I think
95 to 97 WCW.
no,
I did not.
He was so much better at WCW. I think Luger thought. I think part of the problem why he was so bad in WWF, WWE, whatever, because remember they hired him to be the big star of the WBF, and I think he thought, I think he was never so much a wrestling guy as he was like a bodybuilder who could make easy money.
Well,
wrestling,
he was
right?
a football player before he started wrestling.
Right, and then he became a bodybuilder, he became a bodybuilder, and then he wrestled to make money.
Yeah.
And I think he was so excited about the WBF, and like, I'm going to go here. I finally get to be the bodybuilder, and this is what I want to do, and I won't have to take bumps anymore. And then that folded immediately, and
weird.
Yeah. And then it was like, well, now you got to come wrestle because we still owe you this contract.
Why does Stevie Ray have so many scars?
Because he's from the hood, man.
Man, you can't see it now. Looks like he's got leeches under his skin, dude. Like he was burned like fucking crazy over there. I just noticed that, but rough deal. Hey, I haven't said this before. Maybe I did. Did you guys know Booker T and Stevie Ray were shoot brothers?
I think you've mentioned that once or twice.
Oh, okay. Well, I just learned that a couple weeks ago. I was pretty blown away by it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Had no idea. No clue. They don't look anything alike. Nothing. They really don't.
So
Body types
disagree.
are different.
Their
sometimes
faces,
you got facial features that are similar. But
I think their body types are very similar.
Well,
I think if you look at the way they're shaped,
their shoulders for sure. Because Booker's shoulders are way too broad for the remainder of his body.
Yeah. Well, they both are very broad shouldered. They both are very narrow waisted, and they're both 70% leg.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Like they both have very similar body types. They don't look super alike in the face. You're right.
Look at, dude. I tell you what, man. Going back and watching this era, Scott Steiner is just. I forgot.
It's different than Big Papa Pump.
I forgot how good he was, man.
Well,
he could have broken away from the tag team thing years prior to this.
Yeah.
And been a legit single star, and he didn't.
I don't know. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know.
I mean,
man.
he wrestled the Giant for
probably...
the championship like 1 week prior to this.
Yeah.
Not that says anything, but it's they had the confidence in him. Like, why didn't he do that?
You're probably right. I think he probably would have exposed. I mean, we saw it later. He exposed. Once.
But he
became.
He couldn't work this good later. That's the difference. He just hurt guys. Like he couldn't do all of the technical shit he did here, and he's as big here as he was then.
Sure.
But he wasn't the athlete then.
Sure.
Like, I feel like I gave him a bad rap because of the end of his career. You know what I mean? Like, like I didn't watch enough of him as a youngster. I knew they were a great tag team, but I didn't know that it was.
Well, it's
I didn't know how good he was. I really didn't.
It's tough to know, and it's easy because it's easy for good athletes to look like good wrestlers.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm never 100% sure what I'm looking at.
Yeah, right.
And that's what I question about Scott Steiner because, here he's still a great athlete. He hasn't torn his Achilles yet. He doesn't have that drop foot.
No.
He doesn't have any neck issues at this point. You know what I
right.
mean? Would he have had? I know he had his match with the Giant last week was fine, but would he have been able to have like a real run as a as a singles guy. I don't know, maybe.
I think so.
Later he was all character. You know what I mean? Like,
he was.
And he was.
And so was that there the whole time?
Yeah. Big Papa Pump was. I hate Big Papa Pump. I hate most of his matches.
Couldn't stand it.
I did.
So, but here's the thing, he was popular, he was over. Mm-hmm. Like, is the only reason I don't like him is because I knew he was hurting guys.
Well, and he was a heel most of the time. I couldn't stand anything about Big Papa Pump.
Yeah,
and I think part of that was
remember when he wore the fucking chainmail?
You love the chainmail.
Never mind, I'm out on Scott Steiner.
I mean, he
talked me out of it.
He was a heel, motherfucker.
Heel.
I can't go that.
I
can't
heel.
Go any higher than that. That's the highest my voice goes. But
a fucking chainmail, dude.
It's on Stevie Ray's nuts here.
No, that's Booker, man.
Booker. Is it Booker?
Yeah. Yep.
You sure?
Yep.
See, they do look alike. I can't tell them apart.
Stevie Ray never jumped that high in his life. I hate to say that, man. You know who the worker is in that family, and it is not Stevie.
For real.
I mean, Stevie was fine.
I remember when...
But, boy.
Hey, dude, later on, remember Stevie Ray joins the NWO?
Yes.
And remember we got some Stevie Ray Vincent tag matches?
Oh, my God.
Dude, that has to be
Can we stop this now and just go watch those? No, we can't. We got to watch this shit.
Because some of those...
The end of this match is the fucking best.
I remember watching those matches. I remember seeing some of those matches before I was a wrestler, before I really knew what good wrestling was, and being like, wow, these guys are bad. Like Vincent, Virgil,
I'm pretty
whatever.
I'm pretty sure Stevie Ray was never bad. He just didn't give a fuck
Man.
at that point in time.
Stevie, well, I think,
I say that as he's doing a nerve hold.
I think Stevie Ray got so set as Booker T's partner that he thought that's what wrestling was. This is all I have to do? And Booker T could go out there.
Well, fuck.
You know what I mean?
He wrestled years before Booker did. So I mean, he got Booker into the business. So,
they spent a lot of time as
sure, yeah. Once you get there,
and
you
just
see your little brother like.
Well, and just because he wrestled first doesn't mean he was like good back then.
That's what I mean. Like the size of him, he got booked wherever he wanted,
right?
And he got booked wherever he wanted, and his brother came along, and they're like,
"Oh, GI Bro can actually work.
One of you guys can fucking go."
Yeah,
Jesus, let's do this.
Yeah,
I like how Lex is still wearing the Sting makeup. That's the best.
Well, Macho had it all through his match with.
He did
with Fuckface.
Absolutely, Fuckface. We don't remember. That's why his name's Fuckface.
I mean, we remember it was VK Wall Street.
Fuckface.
I couldn't pull it quick enough, so he was Fuckface.
IRS.
If I can't pull your name out immediately, you're Fuckface.
Yep.
Like whether
Bray Wyatt's dead.
Whether I think you're a fuckface or not.
Right.
If your name doesn't come instantly to mind, Fuckface slips right on out of the mouth.
I like.
Dude, Booker T is so good.
He's so good, dude.
Booker T is so good. It makes me.
I like him. I love that he throws the legs around like they're his arms, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, ha! Like it's a fucking clothesline.
Yeah.
And it looks so, at this point in time, it looks so unnatural, but it's like, nope, it's not, because that's what this guy can do.
Yep.
And there's nobody in this ring.
Oh, yes. That shot.
Great spot.
That's always a good spot.
The only guy in this ring who can match athleticism even close is Steiner, Scott,
yep.
Not Rick, obviously.
Man,
Rick can probably whip all of them, but
I was gonna say Rick's a hell of a athlete himself, man.
Yeah, but he's not Scott or Booker T.
He almost caught him on that splash. Booker T comes off the top with a splash. Sting moves barely.
We even say that, and like Sting's in there. Like Sting's one of the greatest of all time, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about that level of of awesome. That's how good Booker T is. That's how good Scott Steiner was. Could have been.
Man.
Probably should have been.
Probably, I mean...
You know? Like I said, man,
they tried, man. I don't know,
There's 4 world champions in this match.
Oh, here they come. Here they come.
Bats. They got bats in hand.
Do they got
I'll
bats?
take my bat kit. Yeah.
Oh, they got bats. Oh, those kids were trying to grab their bats. That's awesome.
Don't. Oh, look at this.
Whoa.
Watch.
Who just got pinned?
Feet on the ropes.
Oh, feet on the ropes.
Tag championship. Just changed hands. Just changed hands.
Insane.
Even with 170 cops in the ring.
Dude, where'd all those cops come from?
Are you kidding me?
State cops?
Were they like behind a fucking bull bull gate? Yeah.
Like
Stevie's like, out, done.
Yeah.
Won it.
Harlem Heat's leaving with the tag belts. This is awesome. So the outsiders come through the crowd with baseball bats. Instantly, everybody turns their attention, except for Harlem Heat,
who pinned Luger.
And,
who has his foot on the ropes.
The ring fills up with 200 cops.
I don't know, man.
This is awesome.
Okay. I did not think that's where you were going to go with this.
Did you think I don't think this is stupid?
I fucking hated it.
Okay. Hold on.
I hate it.
Oh, look, that cop's ready to...
Yeah.
Look, they're ready to draw their guns.
Well, 24 years later, this seems weird.
Outsider lives matter.
That's not funny. They're putting their hands on guns then. Here we are. All right. So...
Dude. Okay, so hold on. Legit, though. When did we see anything like this? So think about watching
Scott Hall was only like 2 inches shorter than Kevin Nash.
Yeah. Scott Hall's always been that dude,
I know, but I'm just... Every time I see it, I'm like, what?
Well, Scott Hall's at that perfect height where he never looks...
Not
bigger.
Not
he never looks really bigger than who he's in there with. Because he's a huge dude, but he looked like the right size to wrestle 1, 2, 3 Kid.
He
looked like the right size.
See.
Oh, there it is.
So pin, feet in the ropes, hooked in the ropes. Nick fucking Patrick counts to 3.
What a good finish! I know you don't like it.
God damn it!
But listen, man. Okay. So
I know the story is the NWO.
No, but
it's the Outsiders.
What else do you want, man?
I get it, but
right,
why are you taking the just call the match, right?
They got the finish. Nobody got touched.
But he was in the fucking ropes.
Nobody got. Well, I mean, it's a heel finish.
Okay, fine.
It's a heel finish.
Fine.
So
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. No, but think about all the wrestling you'd seen up to that point.
Or to this point?
Up to this day.
Yeah.
Up to, what is this, July 24th, 95?
That was, yes. No, 96.
96.
Why do you still think it's 95?
Because we said 95 on one of the... We said
a red label.
We said 95 on a red label episode.
We did. You're right.
And so, like, now it's stuck in my head. It'll be that way all night. Up until July 24th of 95, you'd never seen anything like that. You'd never seen a ring fill up with cops.
Nope.
You'd never seen 2 guys who didn't work for the company
and they got in there like it was a riot.
Bats.
You're right.
Right, you know? Yep. Like what a cool moment.
But I think that's all the more reason I'm like, just call the match. Like, just wave the fucking match off. Which, honestly, like, I'm glad that they put the championships on Harlem Heat because now Lex and Sting can go do their thing. But, like, it just, amidst all the chaos, I was like, you didn't even fucking notice it. You didn't even see what happened
until they
on screen, until they replayed it.
Yep.
You know? It was that much chaos. And you know, there could be something said for that. Like, it's the Outsiders, it's chaos, they're bringing bats, and we got cops, like, all of them.
Yeah.
And all this shit. But, like, at the end of that, I thought that was a great triple threat tag match, which is goddamn nearly impossible to do.
Okay.
And maybe I was just marveling at the star power in it, but the whole thing, I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, they're really doing this.
Yep.
And then that's where the finish was.
Right.
And I know they'd done that for weeks and were building to something bigger and stuff like that, but, like, putting that finish inside of that moment, I just thought was awful.
I get that.
I thought it sucked. But
so the title change specifically is what you object to.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just cut off the match.
Well,
Let Harlem Heat be heels, but the whole narrative is that these people are from outside.
Yeah.
And Harlem Heat's just taking advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, but
I mean, so like, I don't know. I thought it was good, and it sets it up, man. Like man, now I have to tune in next week.
Oh yeah,
to see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't.
Are
they
they
didn't
even champs?
They didn't have like a big
Right.
promo.
No.
Yeah. Are they champs?
Yeah.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Is that gonna stand? That can't stand. You know what I mean? Like we can't leave it like that.
Absolutely.
You know, the outsiders.
Are the outsiders going to show up next week?
Right, you know, they didn't cut a promo. It just, you know, here's all this stuff, here's all this chaos, here's all these cops. Oh my God,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen next week?
Yeah.
I gotta tune in.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Hopefully you gotta tune in because next week we are watching July 1st Nitro, the very next Nitro, which is the go home show.
To bash at the fucking beach.
To Bash at the Beach,
That's what I've been watching,
1996.
guys.
One of the biggest, most important moments in wrestling history.
Yes.
Guys, thank you for joining us tonight. Please, if you're watching us on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell. Do all that stuff you're supposed to do. If you prefer the audio versions, you can find us on all your favorite podcasting apps, Stitcher, Podbean, Google Play, the Apple Podcast app, wherever you want. And if you have a favorite podcasting app that we're not on, comment and let us know.
Yeah.
And we'll try to get on there. You can also find us on Facebook, Drunk Rasslin, Rasslin. Give us a follow there so you can keep up with all the latest news of the Drunk Rasslin podcast. And you can follow us on Twitter at Drunk Rasslin. We also have a website, drunkrasslin.com, which is kind of our hub for everything. Just bring it all together. That's going to be it for this week, guys. Thank you for joining us. Please remember to always drink responsibly. And tonight we raise a glass to you. You're always empty at the end of it. You gotta get your shit together, bro.
What?
You know, every time we wrap up a show, I'm gonna raise a glass to our lovely fans, and you need to be there, but you're always empty.
Love you guys.
Good night, guys.